All right, guys, today I'm going to go over my new RC8. Everybody's been asking about it, so let's talk about it. This is my new RC8 made by Dean Guitars. By the time that you guys are seeing this, this guitar will actually be officially released, so you can go to the store and get one today. All right, so what's the big deal, right? All right, well, this guitar, the body's mahogany. It's got a maple top. I've got some EMG 808 pickups in it. It's got a hardtail bridge, some graphite saddles, and the strings go through the body for extra sustain. And as you can see, it's got the awesome Xenoside graphic on the front and the back, and that makes it extra cool. And 24 frets, ebony fretboard, Dunlop 6000 frets, and it has all the classic features of the RC7. It's got the extra deep cutaway, extra wide, so that no matter how big a stretch or crazy lick that you do, you can get up here and access the whole neck and fretboard. It's got the great all-access cutaway, sculpted down so you can get your thumb up here really high and just really play the entire guitar. And 24 frets, it's all 8 in a row. I'd rather have it all in a row. I don't like the mixed on both sides. It's just a personal preference of mine. And it's strung high A to low E. So this is your high A string. So essentially you got 2 A strings now, 2 E strings, and 2 B strings. And everybody is always asking me about the slanted frets. What's that all about? And for the most part, I see guys trying to describe it on the internet and whatnot, and they're pretty much wrong. So basically, to demystify this, it's a multi-scale fretboard, okay? The high A side of the neck is 23.5, and the low B side of the neck is your regular scale, 25.5. And why do you do this? Well, in order to tune a string all the way up to A and have it not break as soon as you touch it, you have to have a shorter scale length. So this side of the neck is shorter. This is the 23.5 side, and this is the regular side. So basically, the frets start at an angle this way, and then straighten up, and then go back. This squeezing this side in. You can see the nut is on an angle, and the bridge is on an angle as well to compensate for that side shorter scale. Okay, so that's the basic rundown on the guitar. Why 8 strings? Well, why not? It's very cool. I grew up listening to a lot of classical violin and piano stuff, and it just made sense for me to go one higher to be able to get up into that range because of the type of music that I was listening to. And it's pretty cool for multiple reasons. You can actually do more in a smaller space. For example, on a 6-string guitar, to play this particular lick, well, first of all, let me show you what you can do here in a single position on an 8-string guitar. That's just an A natural minor scale. Now on a 6-string guitar, this note is right here. And this note on a 6-string guitar is here. So to be able to play what I just played on a 6-string guitar, you'd have to go. And on this guitar, as you can see, that's one position versus 17 to 20 on a 6-string guitar. So, I don't know. Figure it out. That makes sense, right? Why do more when you can do less in the same space? Makes sense to me. You can do other stuff where you start up really high. You can end on the 6th string like normal, but you get that extra high note on the 24th fret that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. And you can add nice stuff to your arpeggio shapes as well. All right, so there you have it, the introduction to the RC8.
Okay, this week we're going to talk about how to tighten up loose electronic parts, you know, from pots to switches to even input jacks. Now, what you want to do, you don't ever just want to come in and go ahead and start cranking down on any of the screws. I've already opened up the back of this guitar, and what you're going to want to do on pots, you're going to actually want to come in, grab the back of the pot and hold that stationary where you want it to, and make sure that none of the wires are going actually touching the wall, because if there's a positive wire touching the wall of your route in here, what it's going to do is it's going to ground it out, and that positive wire is not going to work. So you just grab it from here and then come back in and tighten. And also what that's going to prevent is from the pot spinning and breaking off any kind of connections that you have. Now with the switch, I see a lot of people using needle nose pliers or whatever. It's not good, especially for the finish on your guitar. They actually have tools, the right tool for the right job. That's my motto. You can get these plastic deals. They don't tend to last too long. Every time I usually use these, they'll come right in here on the knurled nut on the switch here. And once again, you're going to grab the switch in the back, keep it stationary where you need it, and then just spin this around. Since this is made of plastic, over a period of time, because I use this all the time, it'll tend to strip out in here. So I actually take it to my sander and just sand down the strip part, because it goes in there quite a ways. I figure I probably have maybe another year left of this, but I'm going to show you another tool that I got. They actually just started making these again, and this one's all actually metal. So what you do is you come in and you actually put it on the nut right there, spin that down, and it tightens right up on the nut right there. And then, like I say again, just hold the back of the switch right there and turn it accordingly. And then whenever you're done, you just spin this back off, and it takes loose of the grab, and you don't mar the finish or anything like that. Now, as far as input jacks, the same thing. You don't want to just come in and torque it from the outside, because there again, your input jack's going to spin and you're going to break off any kind of connections that are in there. You know, what you want to do is just loosen up your 4 screws, or 2 if you've got a football jack plate, and everything. You should have enough wire to, you know, pull it out for about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and then just grab the back of the jack and then go ahead and tighten it up and then put it back in there. But don't ever come in and just, you know, think that you're going to tighten these and be scot-free from the outside, because you're going to run into a lot more problems, and I'll end up seeing more of you. Hey, you guys enjoy the rest of the show, and thanks for watching Guitar Asylum TV.
Lazy? We don't blame you. If your guitar needs upkeep and you want it treated like a lady and up to optimal shred performance, contact Mike at mike@nedguitars.com. Too busy writing musical notations to write an email? Visit Mike's website at nedguitars.com. You wouldn't let just anybody touch your woman, so don't let a hack touch your guitar. Contact Mike today. Stay tuned. More incredible footage with Mark Tremonti after the break.